What do Martians, Zeta Greys, and reptiles have in common? Reptilians have Leviathan DNA. I will cover that. I'm writing about it. I will try to make some TikToks about it. It's very complicated and long, but suffice to say, look into the divine feminine and snake mythology. That'll give you a good baseline. Okay? As well as aquatic myths about mermaids, leviathans. That's why I call it that. Anyway. So reptilians are adapted for a low oxygen, low water environment. They are genetically edited to be able to survive a harsh environment like Mars, a famine, a drought, etc. Okay? Zeta Greys are copies of copies, and they have removed themselves from Earth to give themselves more time to sort out their karma. So all of these I have been saying since the early 2000s, and I got a lot of crap for it, and I even was blocked from reporting sexual assault for saying this. Aliens are us. Okay? All of these aliens are simply alternate genetic profiles, which means alternate frequencies, which means people who are still within our electron bracket, they haven't quite left, and that's part of why the light speed barrier is a thing. It's not. It's a boiling point, and we need to know more about event horizons on our own bodies and etheric fields. But people who have genetically edited themselves are still within our dimension. They are still us, but they have pulled themselves away from the earth and the sun as much as they can. And in the Coldburn Bible, which is not necessarily fact, but is a very good document, I believe it's the second book of Man, which talks about Akhenaten under the name Nebuatan or something, which probably has to do with the age of the ram and the fall of Babylon and Nabu and Nebuchadnezzar and all of those. Which is probably, if you go to my Facebook archetype, I have a poem that I somewhat channeled, and I had to piece it back together about that age. I've figured out that's what it's about. Anyway, so divergent people have a divergent helix and a divergent frequency. So the double helix is actually more of a sine-cosine around a center pole, and that is what the caduceus is. Or it's often used in conjunction with Mercury as a Trinitarian hybrid to describe that space-time genetics. I'm going to keep going. Like my page for more. Find the whole series. Thanks.